Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Keeping Goals. So the plan for today, take you guys along for the full day. All the training sessions, everything that I'm eating, what I do when I'm not training.
Car update. So I'm gonna finish it off with a big 150. Let's go.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Keeping Goals. If you're new here, my name is Conor O'Keefe, and Keeping Goals is a vlog documenting my journey as a goalkeeper, trying to reach the very highest level of football. And in today's episode of the vlog, as you probably guessed from the title, I have a full day in the life for you guys. From tomorrow morning until I go to sleep tomorrow evening, I'm going to document everything that I do in the day, all my training sessions, everything that I eat, everything that I get up to in my downtime, showing you guys what I'm up to during pre-season here in Sweden with my club Pitea IF. If you enjoyed today's video, I only ask for one thing, and that is that you hit that like button. It really helps us out. We would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, click subscribe, turn on notifications, and come and join the Keeping Goals Union. But that's enough talking. Let's crack on with it. I will see you tomorrow morning to start the day. See you later. Good morning guys, hope you had a good sleep. First things first, in the morning, try and find my voice and go and see how much I weigh. So a little bit heavier than I predicted last week. Scales arrived a couple of days ago. So first thing in the morning, jump on them, get a good idea of what I'm weighing. But I'm happy with that, to be honest. Feeling good, physically feeling very, very good. So I'm going to keep my voice down a little bit because it's still relatively early. But the next thing that I need to do, that I do every morning, is get my breakfast ready because I'm starving. So I'll talk you through breakfast whilst it's in the microwave. As you saw, oats, a little bit of protein powder, oat milk, peanut butter, and after my trip to the shop the other week with my excursion in Swedish, nu, jag har frysta blåbär. I now have frozen blueberries. And they come in this cool little box as well, which I quite like. So I'll warm all that up in the microwave, as you can see, and then chop up a banana. To drink, just some water, maybe a cup of tea if I'm feeling fancy. I quite like to have a big breakfast. It helps especially when I have double training days like I do today. So the plan for today is training in the gym this morning, team training this afternoon, and to take you guys along for the full day. All the training sessions, everything that I'm eating, what I do when I'm not training. But as I said, breakfast, water, some vitamins as well, including vitamin D, which is important as we don't get very much sunlight here in Sweden. One thing I like to do after I've had my breakfast is write in this, which is my 6-minute diary. I will put the link to the 6-minute diary in the description below if any of you guys fancy getting a copy. But it's basically a really nice way to start the day. A few things to write down, a little bit of like a guided journal. So things you're grateful for, how you're gonna make today great, positive affirmations, all that kind of stuff. It's very important to get your head in the right place when you begin the day. Positive thinking, things that you want to achieve so that you don't start the day grumpy and annoyed for whatever reason. So I'll fill out that diary, do a little bit of a meditation, just 10 minutes, kind of focus on my breathing, be positive, and start the day in a good frame of mind. So that's morning routines all done. Got my bag, time to head out for the gym. Strength session this morning. I'm gonna leave the camera here and we're gonna switch over to the GoPro. Let's go.
And here we are, back outside in the cold. I promise I will show you more of Pitea in upcoming vlogs, rather than just this route to training. But car update, still covered in snow. I think they've given up. I think they're just going to leave it there till May when it all melts. Temperature check, only -13 today. That's not bad, to be fair. Spring is coming. You can tell it's February. Anyway, back on the run, off to the gym. Let's go. Now, you guys have seen this session before in the full week of training vlog that I did, but basically the format is mobility, stretching for warm-up, little bit of plyometrics to get everything firing, then strength work. I'm on my final week of a 4-week block, so today we'll go in for all-out strength, as heavy as we can lift, which is quite exciting, to push yourself, to test yourself, to see what we can get up to. I'll finish off with a little bit of shoulder prehab as well. I'll show you the shoulder strengthening exercises that I do on a weekly basis, really helpful for goalkeepers, and all of it powered by the Keeping Goals playlist, of course. So let's get stuck into it. Let's go. Time to finish it off with a big 150. Let's go. Session done. Time to head home, get some lunch. Enjoyed that session. Nice to whack the weight on. Feeling good physically. Feeling really, really good. It's nice to have a nice long pre-season from a physical side where you can really plan your gym training, your S&C, to make sure that come beginning of April, you're absolutely flying. But the progress is good. Big shout out, as always, to Tommy at Game Sharp Performance, helping me with my S&C. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things because I know on this vlog, I try and be as positive as possible. I show you guys what's going on, but it's not always perfect, of course. And the whole aim of Keeping Goals was to show you the reality of this life of trying to become a professional goalkeeper, trying to reach the highest level of the game. And last week was a tough week. I've been finding it difficult with Frankie not being here, being on my own. Training's brilliant, really enjoying training, but the time away from training, if you focus too much on the things that aren't quite right, that aren't quite there, which is always going to happen in pre-season, and you let that sit in your head when you've got no one else to talk to until the next training session, it can get quite frustrating, quite difficult at times. And last week I let that get to me a little bit. The key is always to go back to basics, go back to the process. In a really long pre-season such as this, especially those first 4 weeks that we've just had where we don't even have pre-season games, it can feel easy at times to pick out the things that aren't quite there. But go back to the basics, go back to the process. Focus on the things that you can control. Each day, focus on the sessions I need to do. Each training session, focus on my actions. Don't worry too much about trying to help everyone else with their problems. The biggest thing that you can do as a goalkeeper to help your team is concentrate on your job and do it as well as possible. And that's a lesson that I was retaught last week for sure. But this week, back to work, back to the basics, back to the process. And we have a pre-season friendly, our first pre-season friendly this Saturday, which is really exciting and a good thing to look forward to and to build my week around again. That will be in next week's vlog. But right now, back home, lunchtime, show you what I'm eating and get ready for training.
For lunch, especially in the week, I pretty much have the same lunch every single day. It is very, very boring, but very easy. So there we go, that's lunch. So what I normally have, I've got a wrap there, and then as you can see, it's a mix. So we've got rice, corn pits, I'm not sure what that is in English, but it's basically little corn pieces with kind of frozen vegetables, frozen spinach, frozen peas, a little bit of ham in there just to add a little bit of taste and just be fancy. Have a little bit of mayonnaise and a little bit of cheese on top. Broadly covers all the main food groups that I need: carbohydrates, protein, fats, fruit and veg. A tip, if you don't have very much money, or you live in a country like Sweden where everything costs a lot, go with frozen veg, because much cheaper, still very, very good for you. I'm not a vegetarian, but I try to minimize the amount of meat that I eat. So that's why I kind of use the corn alternative in my lunch. As you saw from the iPad, you might have guessed, rewatching the F1 Netflix series, which is very, very good. At lunchtime, I like to watch the sports documentaries kind of stuff, because especially when I have training later, I don't want to switch off completely with a film or a TV series or something else. It's nice to get a little bit of external motivation. So things like that, I rewatched The Last Dance on Netflix, which is very, very good. All the Amazon Prime stuff, All or Nothing, the City one, the Tottenham one, the American football ones, New Zealand ones, all that kind of stuff I'm a big fan of. So I'm rewatching this one, series 1 at the minute. But very, very good. If you haven't watched it, I'd check it out. Lunch done, time for the afternoon nap. Got my eye mask, so I will see you afterwards. And we're awake, in the kit, ready to go to training. New gloves today, always love a new glove day. Well, technically not new, wore them the other week, but bringing out the AERs, Calia AERs. You guys might remember them when I did the Calia review. Always enjoy a black base glove, very flash. White base probably my favourite, but black runs at a close second. Interesting story with that, you might remember Paul Robinson wearing a black based Nike glove for England. I was probably about 9, 10 at the time. I think it was the 2006 World Cup, probably 10, 11. And I heard a rumour that they were extra grippy because they're black. Let's hope that works exactly the same with these bad boys. If you guys want Calia gloves, any type of Calia gloves, the link to their website is below this video, and you can use the discount code O'Keefe for some money off any Calia products. So there you go. Anyway, time to head to training. Got the GoPro goalkeeper session today, so we're in the small hall, so it'll be quite interesting. Show you guys what I'm working on. But yeah, let's go smash training. Focusing on the process, focusing on the basics, not worrying too much about the results, and enjoying it as always. Let's go.
That would be left, for sure. Phil didn't even touch the ball and you won the point. You didn't want to play.
Good ball.
Why didn't you want to play? Here again. Woohoo! Oh, come on! Spider-Man. Just because I attacked you that little. Gå! Kan svenska. Nice. Good forehand. Yes. Don't get up. Yes, baby.
Yes. Yes. Good. Go back up and hold it. Yes. Yes. Go, go. Yes. 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 Really good, really good. Drag. Yes. Yes.
Oh, you yummy.
Yes.
So tea time, what I'm having today, spaghetti on the boil. Got a little bit of spaghetti sauce from a batch that I made on Saturday. I was gonna have chicken with potatoes and broccoli, but I forgot to defrost the chicken, so I'll have that tomorrow instead. Normally, I'd eat my tea while watching a film or some TV or something like that. Maybe a Marvel one, I'm nearly at the end. Today, I'm gonna eat my dinner whilst I FaceTime my family back home. So I'm gonna eat tea here, they're gonna eat tea there, we're gonna have a chat, and it'll be like, we're back at home, which would be nice. And hopefully the spaghetti bolognese is nice. Fingers crossed.
Welcome to our tea table.
Your screen's black, I can't see you. A few Wi-Fi issues, so FaceTime after tea instead. We have spaghetti bolognese and Captain America Civil War. Nice. So now I've had my tea. This evening normally would chill, but I've got a call with Johnny just to discuss what we're doing with Keeping Goals this week. Plan a few little things, so I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna have a little bit of time to do my Duolingo, where I practice my Swedish, just 10, 15, 20 minutes every day. Try and learn some more Swedish words. And that will probably be about it. Before I do that, I'll tell you about training. Enjoyed training today, really good session. Goalkeeper session you saw in the small hall can only really work on movement around the goal, reaction saves, handling, that kind of thing. We then did kind of 3v2 attack v defense. Really enjoyed that. Good intensity, good quality, and then small-sided games between us. Like I said to you, tried to reframe it so that I wasn't worried too much about the score and winning the games, which of course is important, but focusing on the process, focusing on each action one at a time, doing it to the best of my ability, and as a result, helping the team more so than getting stressed out about the game and trying too hard and forcing things. So that was the focus with this session, and as a result, thought I performed a lot better and mentally enjoyed it a lot more, which is very important as well. So time for the FaceTime and then Swedish.
Hey, Bert.
Hello mate, how are you?
De tar båten till Amerika.
Då tar båten till Amerika. Tysklands flagga är svart, gul och röd.
Jag har en farbror i Amerika.
Jag har en farbror i Amerika. And that's it guys, 10:30, day done. Probably this evening, write in my diary again, that's 6-minute diary, 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes in the evening, that's why it's called a 6-minute diary, genius. Some of you guys have asked me what I do in my downtime. You've obviously seen the films that I watch, a little bit of TV, Netflix, YouTube, that kind of stuff, but also enjoy reading. At the minute, I have 2 books, including This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay, which is very funny. It is a junior doctor kind of recounting his experience working in the NHS, which is very funny. It'll make you laugh, non-fiction, but you don't want to read too much of it because it does make you queasy, so I only read a little bit every so often. And then June, this was recommended to me. I also saw Matt Sheldon read this on the Become Elite channel. Sci-fi fiction thing. Haven't really got stuck into it yet, but it's a bit of a hefty one, so that one will keep me going for a while. But that's it. That's my day. My full day. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it brought you some value. I will speak to you guys in the morning. Good night. See you tomorrow. So that's it, guys. A full day in my life as a goalkeeper during pre-season here in Sweden. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it brought you some value. Very excited to get started with our pre-season games this weekend. Our first pre-season game is against IFK Luleå, probably our derby rivals in the league next year, so it'll be really interesting to see how that goes. And I'll let you guys know all about it in next week's vlog, next Sunday, 11 AM UK time, as always. If you enjoyed today's vlog, it would really help us out if you could hit that like button. I say it all the time, I know you're bored of hearing it, but it really does help us to reach as many goalkeepers as we possibly can with the channel. And if you haven't already, for whatever reason, hit that subscribe button, come and join the Keeping Goals Union, and turn on post notifications so that you never miss another episode. This week's patron of the week is Lucas Mickelson. Lucas, thank you so much for your support as a patron. We wouldn't be able to make Keeping Goals without it. So as a thank you, here is your Keeping Goals shout out. I know that a lot of you would also like to win Patron of the Week and receive all the other benefits that patrons get exclusively for them. So if you would, you can sign up using the link below this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great week. Keep chasing improvement as always. I'll see you next Sunday for the next episode. But take care, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you in a bit.